Lockdown. I'm not new to social distancing. I've been alone for years, confined in self-made prison cells, hiding my shame and fears. There's comfort in isolation, but it also breeds destruction. A mind is not designed to take your own disgraced corruption, feeling the warmth of complacency only to realise it burns. The flames of distant memories, never forgotten, but lessons learned. Being smothered by the simplicity, passively inhaling the smoke, your own haunting experiences being the poison on which you choke. Self-isolation or self-immolation, what's the fucking difference? To be confined to the confines of the mind, you become your own apparition. Too exhausted to keep up appearances, changing my identity just for you. Ghostly are my emotional struggles, pay attention and you'd see straight through. Translucent in my relationships, I've faded out of sight. Old friends asking, why are you ghosting me? Instead of, hey, are you alright? No one's worried about your struggle unless they have something to gain. Just watch as soon as lockdown lifts, prepare to inherit the blame. For not calling up friends or messaging despite your own inability to function on a basic level, where's the fucking sensitivity? What happened to humans being human, it being acceptable to feel weak? We all have our insecurities, that's not a reason to kill your streak. Snapshots of rehabilitation for isolations that never end. The bittersweet taste of loneliness, still more flavourful than counterfeit friends. The people in your favourite pictures, where were they when life crashed? Lost your drive, your dignity, your purpose, symbiosis, yeah that got trashed. Reliability is a myth. People's true intentions come to light. To them you were a convenience, yet their conflicts were once your plight. We're told to mask our features, stay alert and stay aware, yet no one pays attention when you even fucking dare to go against convention, defy the rules your problems share, remove the mask from your own suffering, to lay your feelings bare. At the feet of those you trusted who abandoned you so swift, between trusting others and self-preservation appears a painful rift. A lecture you'll take to the grave, wrinkled, worn out and old. A scar you'll bear for a lifetime across your heart and soul. Locked inside for our own security, yet feeling more unstable. Always waiting for the moment that life decides to flip the tables. The unexpected consequences you never foresaw coming. Can't escape our demons now simply by outrunning. Because exercise was restricted, both physical and mental. Mind running, body still. Opposites of the values we held central. Restricted in our movements, a nation at a standstill, clawing our way out of the darkness, a feat of unprecedented power of will. Being free to grow is difficult when you're fed shit and kept in the dark, a mushroom cloud of mass proportion that drove us all apart. Wondering when life reopens, not knowing where you stand, leading to mass confusion, a nation's castle built on sand. And despite being so isolated, inequality is still a problem. People forced to come together, they've been given no other option, because when lives are threatened daily, shows of strength are required to prove that unity will outshine oppression. Black Lives Matter, that's the truth. Isn't it ironic, this whole pandemic situation? George Floyd said he couldn't breathe, COVID attacking people's respiration. And what about those families whose loved ones they held so dear, they lost to this contagion because people closed their ears? They didn't follow the precautions, as vague as they may have been. Record numbers on the coastlines, distancing remained to be seen. Failing to be empathetic to someone else's situation, when they have no other choice, only builds on their frustrations. When your actions are directly affecting someone else's life, stop, take a moment and consider the full price of your ignorance, to check your own selfish priorities. There should be cases for you all that should call the authorities. To top up your tan, a family might have had to suffer, never returning a father, mother, sister or brother. So to lockdown I raise the middle finger. To me, there is no other way. Struggling to get out of bed each and every fucking day. A reality check I never wanted, a reminder of a world so cruel, that uses people's suffering in the media to fuel their own personal agendas and the lining of their pockets. Ignores the starvation in Yemen to televise the docket of cutting student nurses' contracts. That's some fucking cheek. Despite the fact they just saved lives for the last 18 fucking weeks. Or showing the blonde bomber, Trump, talking about injecting bleach into the veins of patients to stop the virus infecting more people across his nation. How idiotic can one man be? Almost as idiotic as the people who voted him to lead. But how does that take priority over a starving child, whose life we could save from an impoverished lifestyle? This lockdown needs to come as a lesson to us all. Separated we're insignificant, united we stand tall. But to use that power to better the lives of those who need it most, selflessness and compassion is needed. In others' empowerment, become engrossed. Hold those dear that are still standing, and cherish your close friends. This is a message to lockdown. I hope we never meet again.